Hello, Wanderers. Welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 roleplay series following Odysseus of Crete. And a few months have passed since that last episode. I was letting a little time tick down in order to try to get our claim here on the Duchy of the Upper Nile, I believe. Let's see here. The Emirate of Al Said here. So we were letting some time pass, but unfortunately it seems like we have some unruly vassals that we need to deal with here. And deal with them we shall. Here is their demand. To my liege, the right to rule the Delta belongs to Count Musa Faradin of Al-Buhaira by divine right, and so we have gathered the support required to make it so. Accept this fact peacefully, or we will make you do so by force. Signed, Count Mukhtar of Damietta. Obviously, we have no choice here. We're going to accept. Kidding. We're obviously not going to be threatened by these people here. Let us rally our troops now. This is actually kind of advantageous to us. It's pitting us up against a few of these rulers here. Actually, I thought Al-Buhaira was joining in. It seems as though they aren't. But this will give us cause to revoke Count Mukhtar here's title, which is good because he refused to convert over to the Hellenic gods in that last episode. So we would like to get this title, and that's going to help us later on as well. We do hold a lot of duchy titles right now. We're probably going to hold another one, and that's because our realm is going to fracture like crazy if we don't do something about this, but we'll go into that later on in the episode. So number one, we need to raise our armies and prepare for battle here. I don't think we're going to need any additional forces here. Our army, we'll call in the Holy Order. That should be fine. And that will probably be plenty. I don't see any need to bring in any allies or anything like that. My adventurers are sodden. My lord, I have found a few trite relics so far in my adventures, which I have sent with this courier, but I am unsure what I may uncover next. The Europeans are the smelliest creatures I have ever encountered. As a child, I dreamt of the green and pleasant meadows, but I am convinced half of this world is made of mud. If you are a gracious liege, please send word and call me back. This isn't a holiday. Quest on. Also, I'm pretty sure our character is technically European here. Seems a little insulting, I think. We're going to go for the enemy army here, and we'll have a decisive advantage against them, so I'm not really too concerned about this. Looks like our claim is ticking down. Hopefully we will get the duchy claim here, but we shall see. If not, this is the only way that we're going to be able to usurp the Kingdom of Egypt title here. We're going to need, well, we have 12 of 15. I thought we were a little lower than that. We only need 3, so if we don't get it on this one, I'll probably just take the county claim, and then we'll maybe take claim here and here, because our priestess can do it pretty fast. She's getting a little bit on in years. Her health is poor, but she might be able to get us a few claims in the meantime here. Child of our dynasty. We're going to need some new names, but you guys can leave some suggestions for names. These are going to just be placeholders for now. So let's go with Zenobia, but we could use some new names for those kids. All right, they're running, but it looks like we're going to be able to get them here in the desert. And that should, hopefully, once again, still be a decisive battle. What happened to Ubaidun? He died under mysterious circumstances. Interesting. Well, we actually did get the duchy claim here. So yes, all of Al Said will be mine. Definitely going to take that, and we're definitely going to use it at our earliest opportunity here. My liege, the adventures of Asia send word, the servant exclaims, holding out a letter. For 10 days and 10 nights, me and my party have been in hiding. The bandit lord Moise has set a blockade on the road we must travel. What do you advise? Caution, or should we fight them? Signed Asia. Let's see. Keep low, they will move on eventually. No guts, no glory. This gold should set... Oh, that's an expensive bribe. No guts, no glory. Make them pay for wasting my time. Yeah, let's see if they can they can fight past. Looks like they fought past, but she was wounded in the course of that, unfortunately. But looks like she will survive. This battle is going to be handily won. Who do we have leading this? Helios Kalokratos here. Able commander. You know, remember he was one of those guys we picked up who ended up being a pretty decent commander here. He's been leading our armies for a little while. My lord, my beneficiary, Antipatra, waves me over with a wide grin, gesturing towards a covered armor stand. I have toiled over the forge many days and nights, but finally my work is done. With a flourish, she rips the fabric, covering away, and my eyes grow wide. While the chain links do not offer room for decoration, the masterful work on the riveting sets this piece apart from common mail. The set includes a nasal helmet and mail coif, padded with velvet. The lowermost links are made out of decorative gold, lining the whole armor. Magnificent. So let's take a look at this armor. Famed armor, not too bad. Prowess +8, retreat losses -10. That's actually pretty decent. The question is, what are we going to do with this armor? I still don't think this is... We're not a character who has any use of armor. So we're going to rename this one. So we do have another set here. Let's see. So based on some suggestions that we got in the comments of the last video, I've decided to name this armor the Armor of Pallas, which is apparently the Titan god of war, essentially, which I think fits in with the general Hellenic mythology that we have been going with these characters. That seems like a pretty fitting name, especially as we are going to gift this set of armor, indeed, to our son here, Prince Apollonios, who is obviously the leaderhood of the priesthood of Ares. So I think this will be pretty fitting here for him to wear. I'm not sure what's going to happen once he dies, if it's going to be inherited by our family or the next person to lead the priesthood of Ares. I'll be curious to see. I think it's going to stay in the family, but we'll see. That brings his prowess probably up a little bit once he might already have it equipped here. So no, not quite yet. But that'll increase his prowess quite a bit, which will certainly protect him in battle, hopefully. The Emperor has rescinded our appointment as steward. You know, that's probably because we're a reclusive lunatic. So I don't know if I can necessarily blame him. Oh, actually, Egypt's getting involved in this. All right, so we might actually need to call in some allies. We probably still don't need to, but we can do it for free, I believe. Oh no, this costs us renown. Let's see, let's do it through allies. We've got prestige. I did give ourselves a prestige to get our levels back from those grand weddings that seemed kind of bugged out. Maybe it wasn't a bug, but it certainly seemed as though that was the case. We'll call in 2 of our allies here. We've got lots of prestige to use. So that hasn't really been a problem for us with this character for certain. So our allies are joining in. We can get a new learning perk. I would like to potentially, yeah, all right, let's go down. We're gonna go down this tree for reasons that I'll explain a little bit later. Obviously we are learning the medicine, so that does make a lot of sense, but there are other reasons why this will be useful to us that I was just kind of realizing in this last little while, but we'll go over that shortly. Our allies are joining in. We have been overwhelmed by stress again. You know what? Oh, you know, this isn't so bad. We could become a confider. That could be interesting. I think I'm gonna go with that option, you know, despite we're kind of reclusive, we're a lunatic, but perhaps the only person we feel like we can confide in is High Priestess Stefania of the Cult of Kyrios. I think that would be pretty fitting here. So we have so many different traits with this character. I don't know if I've ever seen a character have quite so many. All right, we're gonna travel over here to Giza to defeat the army of the Sultanate of Ali. Or dishonor has come with a cost. We've gone back down a level, unfortunately. But It is what it is. There's not really too much we can do about that at this point. Ah, here. Looks like we're going to be able to catch their army before they flee. Oh, and we're going up against the Sultan himself. Sultan Farhan Ibn Ahmad of the House of Ali is going to be defeated in this battle, no doubt. Traveler claiming to be employed under my beneficiary Aisha has been brought before me, carrying a message from the adventurer. Fear not, my greatest lord, for Aisha is in good health. I bring you news of the possibility to fund an even greater adventure. You see, she took a wrong turn and is now somewhere near Turubaran. Where the heck is this? The Sheikhdom of Turubaran. She was supposed to go to southern Europe, but now she's in, like, near Armenia for some reason. Okay. Her traveling companion unfurls a dirty map to show me where they landed. She has enough funds to make it to Southern Europe as she planned. How is she, like, I assume that they mean like she's going maybe over here or maybe this part of Europe, but she's taking the long route apparently. Let's see. How much, what does she want? Another 60. Could we, you know, I think we're all in on this, so we're gonna fund it. We still have plenty of money. I'm not really too concerned about that. It'd be nice if we could capture Ali here in this war. Let's see. Avanthia comes of age. Very good. Good to see. She's an elusive shadow. Excellent. They grow up fast. She's gonna need a spouse at some point here, but we're gonna have to wait a moment for that. We'll have to deal with this war first and foremost here. So we're gonna go for the enemy capital now that we've defeated both of their armies. And we do have a dynasty legacy. We're gonna deal with that in a moment as well. We'll take out their army once more. We'll siege them down. That should give us all the war score we need. And then we can revoke the titles and potentially go after Ali once more. Staring at the stars, from all my evenings watching stars, I have seen with my own eyes what I have only heard of before. The stars move at different speeds and reverse their course at different times, but seemingly in large groups, depending on which celestial sphere they belong to. Indeed, with the right calculations, one could even predict their movement. My high priestess does not approve, of course. Leave the skies be. The celestial realm is for the clergy to know. No, I think we're going to, we're going to find our answers in the heavens. I think we're getting a little bit caught up in this idea here. Our character, you know, despite moments of lucidity, still is getting caught up in these kinds of thoughts here. So they're just completely fleeing. All right, we're going to go siege down your capital here. They probably won't be able to do much from that point. Then we should, I think we'll probably be able to handily defeat the House of Ali here once the opportunity arises. We've been granted the Duchy of Sinai here. The Emperor decided to build the duchy for us, and now we got it, so that gives us another duchy title. We have way too many duchy titles, so that's gonna cause some problems in a bit unless we can do something about that. We can petition liege, pay homage. You know, perhaps here we finally find a little bit, you know, it's been like 10 years since we left our court. Perhaps we'll go and petition our liege here. Oh wait, I thought we had guaranteed council rights. How did he even revoke that from us? I thought our council rights were guaranteed. In any case, I would like to, I don't know if I want to go on the council anyways. We are reclusive, so. But I would like him to resettle subjects. I'd like to get the development in Alexandria even higher if we can. So there's a little bit of danger on the sea. So we're going to get some good ship captains and we will set off. We'll let the sieges run down while we do so here. And we have been, our beneficiary comes back here, Aisha. She has returned from Asia Minor with an artifact from my journey. The skull of the renowned Stag of Tortomi here. A masterwork small wall ornament. Actually, that's not too bad. Actually, the bonuses are pretty small there. We'll probably put it up once one of our other artifacts gets destroyed, but we're in a regency here. Our son Ptolemy is going to rule in our stead while we are traveling, which he has probably already been doing for a little while already, but we should be good here. They do have some armies coming in to siege down Giza, but I'm not too concerned about that. Actually, I would like to put a siege commander here. Prince Apollonius can take care of that. It's going to speed this up just a little bit. And once we get that, I think we'll have the war scar we need, and we're definitely going to siege them down before they get Giza here. So we should be all right. Once we've done that, we can look at some other things, but I'm not really too concerned about doing the Dynasty Legacy just yet. I want to take a little time to take a look and figure out what we're going to do with that. But you can see here that we have defeated our enemy. We can enforce our demands. There we go. So we can now pretty much do what we want with our enemy here. No, we still can't. We still can't because we have the truce with him. Well, we're going to keep you probably in prison for now. How long does this truce go for? 21 months. Okay, so we're going to be able to revoke his title shortly here. But once we can do that, we'll be able to scoop up some of these titles, and we'll use that in our future plans here. We will go and do the Dynasty Legacy now. I'd like to get the... I had wanted to go for the efficient interpreters, but I think we might be changing our plans a little bit. Traditional Argeus weddings, I think, would be pretty fitting if we could ever actually do the weddings, because they seem to... We always seem to have something that is preventing us from doing so. Some of them were my fault, but some of them I think were out of my hands here. But traditional Argeus weddings, that seems pretty good. 50% cheaper, that's going to save us a lot of money. Actually, going down this tree is going to save us quite a bit of money, because I do like doing these new events here. And I think that doing the tours, doing the grand weddings offers some interesting opportunities for events, and it gives you some good reason to spend your money. So I would like to kind of continue to do those. And if we can save a bit of money, because they are quite expensive, we're going to do our best to do so here. So we can go up against the House of Ali, which I do want to do here. Our claims here, you can see, to get the, I assume, well, I guess this is probably the, the Upper Nile really here. I guess this is more like the middle, essentially, here. But we're going to go for the Emirate of Al Said. He only has one ally, and his allies imprisoned within our empire. So we're actually probably going to be fine here. I will call in the allies. So let us do so. Let's get Magnigration here and Epirus. That should be fine. You know what? We can, it's only 150. We can spend it. Let's bring in all of our allies. Let's get this war done as quickly as possible. The more troops that we have involved in this, the quicker it's going to go. And I don't want to waste my time with the House of Ali here. We're going to do whatever we can to defeat them quickly. Our allies naturally are joining in our war here. There we go. And the last one here. We'll bring up our troops once they are gathered up, and we'll send them straight in to deal with our enemies here. We might go for the enemy capital and then siege. Oh, we've been hit by stress again. Why? Oh, Stefania. Stefania died. 70 stress, critical stress break. Are we still alive? That's the question there. Right? Oh, somebody wants to arrange a betrothal here. King Dragoman of Wallachia. I suppose we could accept this. There we go. Yeah, why not? I will accept that. And it seems the Emperor is not able to see us. Unfortunately, it seemed like the Emperor was not able to see us due to the fact that he appears to be out as well. But considering that our realm is at war, then we might have to go back and attempt our petition another time here. It looks like our daughter has given birth to sons here, Serapion and David. I actually like those names, but that should be fine. Twins seem to go in the family. We've had quite a few sets of twins here, which I think is pretty interesting. So yeah, we're gonna go straight in for the enemy capital. We'll take a little bit of attrition here, 269. But you know what? Maybe we'll just go here. Fight some battles along the way. Seems like we're gonna do a capable job of defeating them there. Inspired person can be sponsored. Wants to make a throne. Oh, you know what? Oh, he's a master. Yeah, all right. We're gonna sponsor this. Still making good money, so I'm not too concerned about that. But yes, Stefania has died. Who is our new... Ooh, he is not that good. But he could grow to be better. 15 only. That's unfortunate. A sad case. We did use up our pretty good High Priestess, not unfortunately converting, but instead using her to get those claims. But I still think the claims are going to be more useful to us. We have time to convert these lands to the new Hellenic religion, so I'm not really too worried about doing that in time. He should be able to do this, and he'll presumably get better once he gets some traits and stuff like that. He's pretty young, so 17 years old only. So he should get better at his job as he goes along. That's the hope anyways. The seas around here are thick with Greek traders going about their usual craft. This person has a maritime trading book. I'm not going to take that because I do want to save up our money. We're going to need to usurp a title at some point here, so... we've returned home from heading over to Constantinople in order to do that petition, which unfortunately was not successful. Let's switch our siege commander back on. There we go. And we'll speed time up as well here. Looks like our allies are dealing with some renegade forces in there. Siege is going pretty well. Then we'll go in for the enemy capital. Oh yeah, our allies are just cleaning up over here. Count Mukhtar and Duchess Kier are among the most powerful vassals in my realm. I never know how to keep them happy, so they don't go stirring up trouble. Perhaps flattery is the way to go. Anyone would be pleased to have something made in their name. Oh, I'm not dedicating my throne to one of my vassals. That seems not very fitting there, I would say. There we go. We've taken that little place there, and we've captured Prince Abdul Aziz, son and heir Kamaladin. Ah, okay. Good. That's a good prisoner, and we're actually making a little bit of money here. So we could probably ransom this kid. I don't think he's going to be giving us any... No, he's not giving us any war score. So really, he is just essentially worth 50 coins to us. Ransom him back to his father there. And then we will take the enemy capital. That's already going to put our war score pretty far up. Oh, and we've formed a strong bond of friendship with our son here. He's our best friend. Our son is our best friend, despite the fact that we are essentially still struck by these periods of lunacy, and perhaps here is an event that fits with that. Last night I had a strange dream, and I'm not sure what to make of it. In the dream, I was in a twisted vision of my home where the rooms were dark and not lit at all. I saw many figures in my house. Their pale faces were serenely neutral. They all began to dance, quietly, mysteriously, and somehow beautifully in an eerie way. I counted exactly 100 people as I wandered this crowd. When I came to the last person, he told me in a pleasant but tired voice as he slowly danced around me, "Thank you for hosting us. We are 100 spirits. We will not cause any trouble." I woke up early in the next morning, and on instinct, I walked over to my window. Outside, on the edge of the horizon, as the sun was rising, I thought I saw some moving lights. Before I could count them, however, they mysteriously vanished. Maybe I'm seeing things, but that dream, what was that? Indeed, I think this would be something that would definitely deeply affect our character in his current state, and wondering what these spirits, like what message they have come to give us. Perhaps we will learn more here in the future. Oh, our sister unfortunately passed away at only 53 years of age, and drank herself to death, unfortunately. My lord, look at that wood, the grain, the density. I have never seen such fine quality before. My heteria vela breaks away from our market procession to accost the merchant selling the coveted item. Ecstatic over his find. With this, my project would reach new heights. I could create something truly marvelous. Your project is worth investing in. I think we could try to get a better price here. Yeah, let's try to get a better price. The merchant is not convinced. We end up paying the full price. We've still got enough money to spare for that. Oh, and look at that. This was easily enough to get us the... Oh, and we captured so many people here. Very good. Yeah, we captured his son and heir and... Oh, yeah, lots of prisoners. Let us... You know what? We could probably ransom some of these prisoners, and we probably will be able to. Let's see who all this is coming from. Captured heir. So we'll actually be able to ransom back anybody who is not his heir and get some money from that. Oh, we could get a hook on him. I'm actually not opposed to that. Will you accept ransoms for any of them? Can we get 2 hooks? Is that possible to get 2 hooks on a character? Suppose we'll see. I'm willing to make that exchange though. Will you pay to have your wives released? No, he seems... Oh, it's because he has no money. All right, well, we won't be able to get any money from him, so we're going to enforce our demands here. Hostages taken by all war participants will be released. We get the Emirate of Al Said. We gain all this fame. We gain all of this. Some vassals, which are definitely going to be unruly, but that means we can enforce our demands here. So there you go. That is making Crete look a lot more chunky there. And I believe this should allow us to usurp the title. You cannot... Oh, interesting. You cannot usurp a title from someone who considers your faith to be hostile or worse, while they control any of its de jure lands. Huh, I see. That's unfortunate. So we're going to have to essentially take all of this parts of Egypt here. That's unfortunate. That is quite unfortunate, actually. That is definitely going to cause us some issues here, because I wanted to usurp this title so that we could make this our main title, the Kingdom of Egypt, so that we would have the Kingdom of Egypt and the Kingdom of Crete here. But it seems as though that will not be the case, at least not right now. We do have the potential of taking the rest of his lands and using that against them. So looks like we would have to take at least three or 3.5 more duchies here, it appears. So this could be a difficult prospect, but we shall certainly see, because we do need to deal with matters of succession, because like I said, things are going to break down pretty quickly here once Despot Odysseus finally does pass away. So that is something that we're going to have to deal with, but we will deal with that in the next episode. So until then, thank you for watching.